Global Readiness and Mathematics by Jerry Brandon. A compelling question for my inquiry that I am curious to learn more about is how can educators effectively implement global readiness into the content area of mathematics? A research was conducted and the results showed that even if teachers believed in global readiness teaching, they may not be practicing it in the classroom. Some teachers perceive that they do not have time. Some report that they do not know how, while others simply have not been trained in teaching students for global readiness. But the fact of the matter is, teaching for global readiness is not only for world language teachers or for social studies teachers. All literacy teachers have the potential to incorporate global readiness into their classroom curriculum. Teaching for global readiness should include all four dimensions, but not necessarily all at the same time. The four dimensions of teaching for global readiness include situated practice, integrated global learning, critical literacy instructions, and transactional experiences. The following list include practices teachers can use to contextualize instructions in multicultural ways. For situation practice, you have teachers will take inventory of the cultures represented by their students, whether it's their language, nationality, ethnicity, or religion. Teachers cultivate a classroom environment that values diversity, promotes equality, allow learners to take risks, provide a space that allows students to have a voice, and attempts to break down student stereotypes. The following list include teaching practices for integrating global learning. Teachers integrate global learning within the existing curriculum. Teachers seek out resources related to global learning. Teachers facilitate inquiry-based lessons about the world. For example, research projects, project-based learning, exploratory learning, or discovery learning. Last, teacher access students' global learning. The following list outlines desired students' outcomes resulting from critical literacy instructions. For critical literacy instructions, we have students engage in discussion about international current events. Students analyze the reliability of a source. Students analyze content from multiple perspectives. Students analyze the agenda behind the media message, and students construct claims based on primary sources. The final list describes how teachers can create transactional cross-cultural experiences for their students without having to leave the classroom. For transactional experiences, we have teachers will bring speakers from different backgrounds so that students can listen to different perspectives. Teachers utilize technology from virtual interviews about global issues. They can do this using one-on-ones with students or as a whole class. They can also consult with subject matter experts, international partners, or cultural community leaders. To sum things up, educators can effectively incorporate global readiness into their existing curriculum by applying global teaching practices to their everyday teaching instructions. One example I found from an article titled Creatively Synthesizing Information, Building Digital and Global Literacy included an example of global learning being incorporated into the subject area of mathematics. So, for this example, The subject is mathematics, and the compelling questions students develop were how can reasoning with ratios and rates help solve real-world and mathematical problems? For this example, it is comprised of four major steps. The first steps is for students to review what they have already learned about rates, ratios, and unit rates. For the second step, they should log on to earthgoogle.com. For step 3, they should choose the I'm feeling lucky button. This will assign them a completely random place in the world. Students can click the button up to 5 times until they find a place they want to explore. They should be using Street View on Google Earth. For step 4, they should be doing a little research. Students will answer the following questions about their chosen locations. The first question is, what is the currency of this location? Research the conversion rates for $1. Calculate the conversion rates for $5, $25, $50, then $100. The second question they must answer is, what is the current population of this location? The U.S. Census estimate that in a year, our country population will grow by 2%. Write and evaluate an expression to represent the growth in its targeted location. The third question asks for students to use the ratio 1 meter equal 3.281 feet to convert the area of this location in square feet into square meters. The last question is, what is the average temperature for this month at the location in Celsius and in Fahrenheit? For implications, I found that teachers must perceive that they have enough time and training to feel comfortable with incorporating global readiness into their curriculum. However, more research must be explored and shared so that educators have readily available information, making them more comfortable with incorporating global learning into all content areas that they teach. In conclusion, global readiness is not only for world language teachers or social studies teachers. Global readiness can be incorporated in all subject areas, including math. Teachers must be trained in teaching students global readiness. In addition, they must also have easy access to the content to help educators understand how to incorporate global readiness in the subject areas such as math. Doing so will prepare students to be globally competent as they transition into adulthood.